be shy. We are also learning from your questions. So please, those 5 people, if you don't mind, can you just come out and just ask the questions outside, please? So that we don't want anybody to join you. Thank you. Thank you. So
we talked about mentorship, talked about workshop and all of that, so that the students can be improved in their learnings can be improved. I actually want to mention something. This is actually what actually came to my mind. I was also in a program yesterday, and then we were told regarding students that the school, they not really
from LAUTECH MMS 4 million. Alright, my question. I actually noticed something for a while now about one of the major barriers that we have in the health sector, especially in Nigeria. And that was when Professor was talking the other time, he made mention of that, like competition and division among professionals in the health sector in Nigeria. I actually noticed that that thing is one of the barriers that is actually affecting us really in Nigeria. And I actually want to ask that, because I noticed if this thing is going on like this, is one of the major things that will be putting us back in the health sector in Nigeria. There won't be any progress at all. There won't be any progress. Because there is this popular saying that united we stand, divided we fall. And I'm saying that we have been falling so far in the health sector of Nigeria. And I want to actually learn from you, sir, to help us, to enlighten us on that fact. What can we actually do? And also for we students that we are coming behind. What are those? I think there should be some mentality and some teachings that we're supposed to know right from when we are in school, so that the culture that has been on ground for some decades ago, so that it will not continue like that, and also there will be end to everything that is happening. So I actually want to ask about that. And also,
thank God Dolapo has mentioned some of my questions. Please help us look into these things. Now the second thing I actually want to ask is, how do we balance the school academic calendar with some of our prerequisites or some of the demands laid on some of these courses? I know that medicine has a stable calendar that probably they spend this number of months doing this number of percent, doing this, doing that. They have a structured calendar. It seems that other medical courses more like just follow whatever the school brings. If they are running 3 semesters in a year, as a medical lab science student, to run 3 semesters in a year with postings might not be too convenient. At the end of the day, they just rush us through the posting, and at the end you don't really learn anything. So I don't know if that can also be looked into. Probably they can just also give us a fixed calendar that this is how you also go about your own thing, irrespective of whatever school does or doesn't do. Is we keep talking about revising the curriculum, and I know that the current curriculum we have now have been revised a couple of times, but I don't think there are measures to ensure that the changes are being effected. Why? Okay, currently now they are about to start another revision of the curriculum, and then a group of students have been put together, they carried out research, and they are going to claim that they would incorporate their ideas and their input into the new curriculum. But then I don't feel like there's not going to be any measures to ensure that the changes made in the curriculum are going to be effective. Say a student is supposed to have learned so particular number of things in a particular posting. Most of the more junior doctors are not willing, they're overworked and they don't have time to actually teach people that want to learn most of the time. Either they are not paid or they're just tired because they have their own lives to live and they're working and they're learning and all of that. So is there something that's going to be done to ensure that changes? I don't know if you can answer because it's not in UI and you see it, but it's just, I don't know, but I just have to answer.
Well, some of my LAUTECH people here, we know some. I'm not mentioning. Now, like, we have a case in our hand now that Well, he has repeated final year times now. But the obstacle, sometimes all this problem is not entirely rest on us. The parents also are important. For this one, I have gone to the father, spoke with him, let's do it this way, so that this guy can graduate. When the man refused, because the man is not ready to agree with me that the son has a mental issue, and because the man is a member of staff of LAUTECH, I had to go to his boss to report the man that this is what is happening. And because there is a law, the law is that you cannot stay in school for a certain number of years, beyond a certain number of years. And I let them know that when this man is withdrawn, well, that will be a serious issue. Okay? But up to now, nothing is being done. So, but the summary is, we are concerned. And that is why I think we had a meeting some times ago in the Committee of Things and Provost. The need for, although it has been, that's a counselor, to institute counselor for each level, so that students can relate with the counselor. So it's part of, to address that question, because we have seen that, well, students breaking down during exam or even outside the exam is now a common place. So and we are concerned about addressing it. Sincerely, we are concerned because we are parents too. Well, competition. Thank you. Well, it's for competition. Well, because I think I'm in a Christian gathering now, and because I'm in a Christian gathering, I can say some things, and you will not misunderstand. Now, the question I usually ask: a good number of things we are doing in Nigeria, is that what is being practiced elsewhere? That's question number one. Is it practiced elsewhere? Now, it is not. And I don't know why in Nigeria we are funny people and we just want to have it. But as children of God, one thing is basic, and that's what I lay emphasis on: God's purpose for your life. God's purpose for your life. If you know that you are pursuing God's purpose for your life, either A is a nurse or B is a health information person, it will not make any difference to your life. I just want to believe that you are fulfilling God's purpose for your life, and I'm fulfilling God's purpose for my life. I think we should see it that way. For some of us, when I was I know Brother Babarinsa will be shocked that I'm a unionist too. Yeah, when I was MD CAN chairman, that's Medical and Dental Consultant Association of Nigeria, I was the chairman of my chapter. And people want to make decisions that be against other health workers. I will argue it. I will argue against it. Ask for what you want. Don't prevent other people from having what they should get. That's my attitude. And it comes from one thing. When I was a student, many people didn't even know that I was doing MBBS. Many people didn't know, because I was so current with all schools. I know their curriculum. I know when they are doing an exam. In fact, I even give people tutorial. in nursing in MLS. Okay? Until one day, a brother was so shocked to hear that I'm in MBBS, that I'm not in their school. If I asked that, we hardly see you in school. And I said, which school? He said MLS. So I said, I'm in MBBS. He was so shocked. And when people are doing the exam, we took our time to pray for people to succeed. So, and the question I now ask somebody one day is that, if I have prayed for all these people when they were students, is it now that they are now what I have prayed for, that I will now be working against them? No. I'm talking as a Christian now.
Yes, sir.
If I have prayed for your success as a pharmacist, is it now that I will now be praying against you, that you should not have what you deserve? No. So the solution is simple for us as children of God. I don't think we should have that problem in our midst. Okay? I have no problem sitting down among nurses. I have no problem sitting down among pharmacists. Okay? So that dichotomy, as God's people, we must try as much as possible to preach it. Okay? So, okay, Paul, are you there? Oh, okay. Now, I just want to say something. When we came from Oshogo, we had problem with classroom. Are you with me? And I find a space. I renovated it, put chair there, and I asked that student to be using it. By the time they use it for 1 or 2, the dean of nursing came. He said, Provost, we were the one that place was assigned for. It is meant for our maternal health laboratory. We don't know. And I asked those children, please, well, I learned that the nurses are using this one for their laboratory, so let's go and look for something else. Those students look at me. Yeah. They expected me to fight and say, but I was the one that renovated it. I went to go and look for some other place for them. Not because I was weak. I was not weak. But the medical students expected me to fight and say, no, I renovated it for medical students. I will not do that. I look for somebody else for medical students. And nurses are using their place. Nobody fight each other. I think as leaders, as Christians, you must see people of other professionals that we must actively work against division. Just as somebody said in his question, divided we fall, united we stand. So please, we will try as much as possible to bridge the gap. But our problem really is that we are in a world system.
Yes, sir.
And when you are in the world system, they will do it their own way.
Yes, sir.
There are things that guide each profession. But if I have money now, I can go to the House of Assembly and go and buy law. Just give money,
yes,
I will buy law. And once I buy law now, I can now say, yes, we have an edict from the government that, you understand? That's what is happening.
Yes, sir.
And that is what is causing all this stress for us. Nobody is actually ready to put down their feet. Let me give you an example. We are Christian.
Yes.
Get me right. Right from time we know, be it in Nigeria or in UK or in US, doctor do housemanship. The same thing with pharmacists, isn't it?
Yes,
isn't it? When did nurses start internship in Nigeria? Do they do it elsewhere? No. Nobody saw it. Physiotherapy also started. MLS also started. the thing now become a body to government. Are you with me? It become a body to government. When it now become a body to the government, they now say, okay, internship is a learning period. Nobody is taking money. Is that the way to solve the problem? Because at the level they're supposed to solve the problem, they didn't solve it. Because somebody has money to buy law, and they made law for them. Now it's now a problem. The people that made internship legitimately, they now cancel it, and there's now uproar in the land. So what I'm saying is, as God's people, we will work at it to ensure that there is no division. Understand God's purpose for your life. Understand God's purpose for your life. See that sister as your sister first. Don't see him as a doctor, as a nurse, or as a physiotherapist. See him or her as a brother or a sister.
Our media team, we celebrate you, sir. We pray that you would go international. Amen. And I know you are already. We can't pay for these services. We can only say thank you. And we're saying thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Yeah, so we're all going to go out and take a picture with Prof at our stand, all of us, so that it also shows the path. We want everybody to be in the picture because it's always good to show your best. So we are showing the best that this was those that attended the program. So we're going to take pictures with Prof, and then we'll release Prof, then we'll come back and have a brief family meeting. The refreshment will be served, and we're going to end this meeting by God's grace, latest by 2, by God's grace. So we need to do everything very, very fast. So maybe we'll first lead Prof, then we'll take a few pictures, then you join us. Thank you.
Yeah.
You cannot please. Mommy, yes, mommy.